ladies and gentlemen. Well, I wish I were something I could do. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash. Here's the cheat sheet, by the way. Here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Cassie. What am I looking at? The wrong one, right?
No, I don't see a light on either of them, actually.
Let's move over to that one
there
just so I can make sure.
There we go. Now I know where we're at.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate Lucas Vaughan being here for the final time ever. Thank you so much, Lucas.
It was a heck of a run.
It was a nice run.
It needed to end.
Well, you're going to see our numbers. You see our numbers there. We need to continue.
It looked to me like we ended a long time ago.
This is a gorgeous Friday, September 20th. Hope you're having an outstanding day. Start of an outstanding weekend. Should be just a great weekend, as we have a slew of things to tell you about this weekend, and I may as well just get started telling you what's going on this weekend in and around your area today. What is going on over at the Clay County Health Department this afternoon, starting at noon today? Car seat safety check at the Clay County Health Department. They're going to have the cops in there. The licensed car seat tech from the health department. Well, I guess they won't have the cops in there. A licensed car seat tech from the health department will be checking on car seat installations from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. It says starting at noon, but it says one place noon, the other place 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So take your pick. Take your cars in there. You'll figure out, make it safe for your children. What else going on today? And actually, this is all weekend long. This is the Fairfield Fall Fun Fest. There's what's going on Saturday. Friday, I think there's just a couple of different items. There's a rock band on Friday night. I can't remember what's on Friday afternoon. But there's a huge day down there at the Fairfield Fall Fun. Oh, it's the Wayne County Quilts of Honor show at the Chamber office from 5 to 8 p.m. also on Friday. And Platinum Rock Legends on Friday night. But there's your big Saturday, the Le Mans Chrysler car show. You've got the Kitty Parade. Fairfield's Got Talent. I'm looking for, you guys didn't do the rib cook-off this year, huh? They are doing it.
The Benevolent Protective Order of the Elks is sponsoring the rib cook-off this year. That is in their lot. So there is one there, but you'll need to go to the Elks Lodge to sign up for that if you chose to.
I see. So it is not actually it is the rib cook-off.
Right.
Similar rules, similar everything as previous times. Save a lot throwing the ribs at it too.
I assume they are. I don't know that for sure, but I assume they are.
I didn't know if it was them or maybe one of the suppliers for the Elks.
I know the Elks is running it though.
Good. Well, I just didn't see it on the list there. But all that stuff's coming up on Saturday night and they even have the FCHS band playing, and then a band called We Got It Covered for the last 3 hours of the big show on Saturday. So that'll be a good time. You know what else is going on Saturday, ladies and gentlemen? Actually, this one a 3-day event as well. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's the 11th annual Farm Days up at Watson, Illinois, the Percival Springs Airport, and they've got a bunch of stuff going on there. Looks like they're going to have a triple tractor club show, featured tractor of the D17. All brands are welcome. Looks like it's a big old tractor show for 2 or 3 days, and they're going to have plowing, potato digging, show tractor pull, kids tractor pull, antique tractor pull. At 2 o'clock, they're going to harvest beans after threshing. So there's all kinds of fun stuff. Biscuits and gravy on Saturday and Sunday, as well as lunch served on the grounds. Plenty of parking. When's the last time you went to a good old farm show? You go to Louisville every year, don't you?
I go to Louisville, and Decatur has one every other year. So,
what's the Decatur show?
Decatur's the Farm Progress show, National Farm Show there. Not national, I guess.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, look at Lucas's hair. It just looks incredible.
Yeah, it's gray, but it's shorter gray.
Shorter than it used to be, and it looks. See, you realize right now I'm just sucking up to you as much as I can.
I'd stop
because you're angry.
You might as well just quit.
Lucas hates me now.
I don't hate you, Bruce.
He hates my company. Me being with him, I guess, is I'm just teasing. What else going on today? 3 Chicks and a Stage up in Effingham present Murder on the Titanic tonight. This is tonight and tomorrow night from, 7:30 tonight, 7:30 both nights, but Friday only is when you can get the show and a meal with your show. It's $40. If you're getting the show only, it's $20. And this is a pretty nice little setup. They've got great food up there at this Murder on the Titanic thing at the Effingham. 3 Chicks in the Effingham. They invite you to board the Titanic for dinner, drinks, and a show. A comedy murder mystery production. You can come dressed as for an ocean cruise on the Titanic. Maybe 110, 120-year-old clothing if you like. And if you like, they'll give you some lines and make you part of the show. Tickets are available at the Effingham Elks as well as Jansen Computers. The cost for the dinner, like I said, $40. Dinner is catered by Deb's Catering of Altamont. We've had them before here. They do a wonderful job. The menu consists of chicken béarnaise along with roast beef, twice baked potatoes in the shell, as well as gourmet carrots, green beans, chicken noodles, rolls, salad, and homemade cobbler. That is a meal. Tea or lemonade, coffee, tea or lemonade is included. On Friday, the doors open at 5:30, meal at 6, curtains at 7:30. Saturday, show only, doors open at 6:30. So, it's going to be a good time up there at the Elks Club in Effingham. What else is going on this weekend? The food distribution at BG Distributors, that's downtown Louisville, at 9 a.m. The Hoosier Prairie Baptist Church on Saturday, having their food distribution. It'll be on the square. Items included are meat along with dairy, other groceries, and personal care items. And there were no income requirements, age restrictions, or forms to fill out. Cars should line up on Main Street for the food boxes to be put in your car. What else going on Saturday? I already mentioned the Fairfield Fall Fun Fest. The Wayne County Historical Society is hosting pumpkin painting on Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. Free pumpkin painting for all ages will take place at the Hannah House Museum on September 21st in conjunction with the Fairfield Fall Fun Fest. The event runs from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and all supplies will be provided. Don't let local history be a mystery. That's a good little saying there. What else going on this gorgeous weekend, Friday and Saturday? Blueford Rotten Chicken and Noodle Supper. That's on Saturday night at 4:30. The meal includes chicken and noodles, mashed potatoes, green beans, roll, dessert, and drink. How much you think you pay for that, Lucas?
It's a good meal.
That's a good meal.
$12.
On the button. $12 for adults, $6 for children. Tickets at the door will be that's advance. If you show up at the door, it's 14.
Okay.
14 and 7. So it doesn't say. Yeah. The serving, like I said, will be from 4:30 till 7:30. Also this weekend on Saturday only, the Mid-America Motorworks Corvette Fan Fest. Fun Fest. Enjoy everything you love about the Corvette Fun Fest in one high-octane day, whether you're a longtime enthusiast or a newcomer to this spectacular event. Fun Fest promises a thrilling experience to connect as well as to learn and to revel in the passion for America's iconic sports car. The 50-year milestone will add an extra layer of excitement, highlighting decades of dedication to serving the Corvette community with unmatched expertise and enthusiasm. Come early. You can join them on Friday for a road tour day. Choose from 3 unique routes and excursions, including historical destinations, wineries, as well as on-theme points of interest. There you go. A wonderful way to spend the weekend if you're a Corvetter. What else going on? One other thing on Saturday night. This fella has played at the Fairfield Community High School. He is playing at the Effingham Performance Center Saturday night. It is Aaron Tippin. Aaron Tippin from 7 o'clock on September 21st. With a wide smile and an engaging Southern drawl, Aaron Tippin proclaims he is the luckiest hillbilly that's ever lived. And there is no arguing it. After all, he's been struck by lightning twice and lived to tell, piloted planes with engine failure, and even somewhat more miraculous, he's survived more than 3 decades in the music business and is still going strong. So there you go. Aaron Tippin at the Effingham Performance Center on Saturday night. What else going on this gorgeous September 20th? Ladies and gentlemen, this is National String Cheese. It's all food today, by the way, Lucas.
No, my thing.
Pardon me. It's time for America to stand together in support of our love for string cheese. I actually haven't had string cheese. When's the last time you had a piece of string cheese?
I have 4 kids, so
often.
It's in my fridge.
It's in your. I haven't had any string cheese in probably, I would say, 5 to 10 years, and I don't know why I had it then. Pack it for a picnic or a hike. Pass it out as a team snack. Of course, no lunch is complete without this tasty treat. You've got to hand it to string cheese. It's the fun, easy, and protein-packed food that goes wherever you go. It's no wonder string cheese has so much appeal. Appeal.
Let's see what you did there.
Because you peel the cheese.
I don't peel it. I just eat it.
You just eat it straight?
Yeah, I don't like the peeling and making strings out of it. Yeah.
Well, that's to each their own, I guess. Actually, this says perhaps the most enjoyable part of string cheese is deciding how to eat it. I guess there are different ways. Let's see. Guy Bonney Cheese founded this back 7-8 years ago. Founded this particular day. What other day are we celebrating here on September 20th? Another interesting food item. This one I will eat. I ate some earlier this week. This is National Fried Rice Day. September. You'll do that, won't you?
Oh yeah.
Fried rice, pretty good. Order up a side of hibachi chicken rice to celebrate National Fried Rice Day. During this food holiday, fried rice stars as the centerpiece of the meal. Its flavor captures diners' hearts and keeps them coming back for more. Together with shrimp, chicken, or beef, or pork, fried rice makes a complete meal. More adventurous foodies can spice it up with spicy chicken rice. All kinds of different. Benihana founded National Fried Rice Day back in 2018.
You ever been to one of those?
I've been to hibachi, but I've never been to Benihana. Why?
I'm just curious. I don't even know where one's at.
There's one in Effingham. I was there.
Okay,
I was there Monday or Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah.
They were doing we didn't choose to. We didn't join one of those tables, but they had the dude cutting stuff.
Is Benihana essentially a hibachi? Is that what they are?
Yeah, it's a Japanese hibachi joint.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. They do a good job. What else going on today's, ladies and gentlemen? This is one we can both get into. We'll both enjoy this. This is National Pepperoni Pizza Day. On September 20th, we indulge on Pepperoni Pizza Day as we recognize the most popular pizza ever created. This food holiday celebrates the pizza enjoyed by young and old. According to legend, Rafael Esposito created the first pizza in 1889. Doesn't say who added the first pepperonis to it. That's a good-looking slice of pepperoni pizza right there, but I think I like that one better. Just a little bit, I don't know, depends.
Good looking.
That one kind of looks like a frozen one. I don't know about this one. I guess they might.
Nah, that crust doesn't look frozen.
That doesn't look frozen, but this one kind of does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What goes into pepperoni? Well, it's a type of salami consisting of ground pork as well as beef seasoning, and it is cured. So there you go, folks. Enjoy pepperoni pizza tonight. What else is going on today? High school football at 6:45 tonight. Johnston City will be in Fairfield taking on the Fairfield Mules. You think about helping me out on that one, or are you going to basically?
When's it?
It's tonight.
Oh, maybe.
Think about
How
it.
about that answer?
That's probably about as good as I since I just asked you now. Major League Baseball this afternoon. Oh, Johnson City. The Indians are 3-0. The Mules are 2-1. Should be a good game, folks. Major League Baseball 1:20 this afternoon. The Nationals are at the Chicago Cubs. That'll be Trevor Williams versus Jameson Taillon. That's on Marquee Channel 597. 7:15 Cleveland Indians at the Cardinals. Ben Lively versus Kyle Gibson. And at 8:40 Chicago White Sox, it is the Sox at the Padres. Garrett Crochet versus Joe Musgrove. Plus 3 college football games this evening. Stanford is at Syracuse. That is on ESPN. Channel 601 at 6:30. Fox tonight, Illinois versus Nebraska, the highlight of the evening, clearly.
Of the weekend.
Of the weekend, yeah, that's exactly right. The other way, Illinois, number 24, at number 22, Nebraska. And then finally at 9:30 tonight on the CW network.
Okay. They're getting involved there, huh?
I don't know what
It's
channel.
got to be Northwestern, right?
Washington State hosts San Jose State.
What? On the CW.
I don't understand.
Okay.
See, now I've seen the ACC put stuff on the CW, but I've never seen anybody else on the CW. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I do know that we're going to talk college football, high school football, pro football, might even bring up the Major League Baseball standings and the playoffs upcoming here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Lucas Vaughan. I'm Bruce. We are going to be back right after these words, and you please stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Guest today, it's Lucas Vaughan. We are talking sports today. Hey, I lost my pen. What did I do with my pen?
I don't have it. Must have set it over there. There's one by the remote or a pencil or something.
I probably left it upstairs, but I just now realized.
Oh.
Sports life. See, that screws me up now, though.
Now you're thinking about your pen.
I I'm thinking about my pen being possibly gone. Lucas is here. We're going to talk sports. Did you do any, since you weren't helping me on a game last week, did you do any high school football?
I watched
high school.
I watched Fairfield's game.
The extended game down at.
They got one good half in, and after that, man, it's hard to.
I was gonna say what exactly they had a pretty good rain come through.
Oh yeah, big heavy storms, lightning, big heavy wind and rain, and the first half of the game, it looked like a solid, good back and forth football game. That third quarter, second half, it was just a sloppy mess, and it was hard to get anything.
There wasn't anybody could do anything.
Nah, they couldn't. They moved the ball a little bit, but nobody scored in the whole second half. It was a rough half.
There's what the Black Diamond Conference looks like right now. That's going into tonight's action. Johnston City has not given up any points.
That's solid.
That's pretty solid. The Mules hosting Johnston City. We will have that game for you tonight. Fairfield losing that tough game by an extra point
8-6.
down to Cesar Valier. And then you have Flora in at 2-1. Carmine and Cesar both undefeated, and I think they play each other. I'm not sure exactly when those two play each other, but it kind of. Boy, I tell you what, there just hadn't been a whole lot of movement in this conference from last year to this year, has there, Luke?
I'm looking at what you were saying there, and yeah, it's pretty much the same as last year's.
Pretty similar to last year's, and hope that Edwards County or CZR can get something going. They're going to play each other eventually. But here's what the Mules looks like. The Mules' run so far looks like, again, like Lucas was talking about, 8-6 loss. I am wondering, and they put in their second string quarterback last week for a little bit, and I just was wondering. I'm wondering if Mainers will be back this week. I guess we don't know that, do we? We don't know at all about whether he'll be back. Here's what Johnston City looks like. Like I said, look at that shutout there, Lucas. You think that Rash ran 40 times against the men for El Dorado again?
I mean, I hate to say things. I mean, CZR and Albion, typically their numbers are down some on the football program, so they started out with a little bit of light schedule. El Dorado, Fairfield had a tough time against El Dorado when we did them here a couple weeks back. And I mean, 14-0 at least, so El Dorado held them down some, so it's hard to say how good they really are.
Yeah. And you have look at the end of it really is kind of backloaded. You've got Dixon High School, which is how far from Johnston City?
A long way. I don't know. That's a long way.
That's 4-hour drive from JC. At least it is at Johnston City.
But at least they got a game.
Yeah, they got
760.
It's also 760.
760 enrollment. So yeah.
Then Cesar and Carmi both undefeated, and I believe those two teams will play each other toward the end of the year too. So.
If you think you got a good football team, that Dixon game is it's an interesting little game there. To see how you really are.
See how good.
Yeah, absolutely. That's as long as they stay healthy.
By that time, they might have losses to Fairfield, Flora, and McLeansboro. 3-3 going.
They very well could be
possibly. But yeah, that's what the JC looks like. Of course, I was in Salem on Friday night. Salem had a kind of like the game you were talking about, Fairfield at Cesar, where the first half went well and then got real sloppy in the second half. Except Salem doesn't really have rain to blame. Mm-hmm. Salem was ahead 14-7 over brain cramp over Mount Zion. They were ahead 14-7 halfway through. Actually, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Salem was playing real well against Mount Zion, and then the roof fell in. They gave up 4 touchdowns in a row. Had big play after big play after big play, and whenever your defense just gets back on their heels, Lucas, it's difficult to get it turned around, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the way it was talk about momentum, and it sounds to me like the momentum was going in Mount Zion's way, and Salem couldn't turn it.
Yeah, that's kind of how it went. So here's what the standings look like in the Cahokia Conference, and this is kind of similar to last year, other than Columbia being up now as opposed to down. Salem's got a big one this week. They've got Wood River. They're heading to Wood River, and Wood River just picked up their first win last week. So big chance for Salem this week. They need to pick up a win against Wood River, and as conference season is starting in the Cahokia. That's basically, and hopefully the weather will be good for everything this Friday night, right?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be dry and warm, but it's supposed to be football weather.
Let's talk college football. We'll do that right after this. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it. Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for joining us today. As Lucas Vaughan is here, he is the magnet from the Morton Buildings Magnet, and we appreciate him being here. And we're going to talk college football. How are we all doing?
Personally, we're okay, but when we
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. See, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to give you today's lesson. Do not bet more than you can afford to lose.
Yeah.
That is the way that our college and pro football line. There's a lot of red on that page.
You know, amazingly enough, betting sites and gambling establishments, they don't lose a lot. There's a reason they open more and more and more of them all the time. They know what they're doing.
They sure do. I was astonished that they basically hit the number on Illinois against Central Michigan. These are two teams that are in different conferences. They have no common opponents. They have nothing, and it opened at 20.5, and it finished at like 19 or something like that. And it ended 20. The game ended at 20.
And it's amazing how often that happens with all teams all across the league. I mean,
college and pro.
Yeah, they hit that number where it's almost spot on. But that's what they're trying to do. So
there's a lot of people getting paid a lot of money to
Yeah.
do that. The college football is it's deeply going now. It's in full force now.
week 4 now?
Yeah, week 4 beginning is this weekend. Began last night on Thursday night, but 3 games on Friday night and a slew of games on Saturday. Let's just take a look at some of the games. That says Thursday, but it's actually Saturday, the 21st. This is what are some of the games coming out. What games are you fired up about seeing this weekend, or what do you take out of last weekend's games? The big thing from last weekend is a recap, basically. Georgia got knocked down because they won by 1 point.
But
They won on the road by 1 point.
on a very mediocre at best Kentucky football team.
13-12, and a lot of times people are in a close game. They say it was not that close.
No,
that was that close.
that very well could have gone UK's way.
Yeah, the UK had a good shot. Was that your biggest takeaway from last week?
Yeah, unfortunately, because I went the other way on that. So I was rather not happy with the way that Georgia played.
The bad deal. The worst thing about that is you knew what. Half an hour into the game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That game was never getting to 21.5. At any point was they going to get there, and you knew it right away.
You knew it right away that Kentucky. Well, Stoops had to keep it low to have a chance to win.
He did,
and he did.
One more thing from last week that it might play out. The Texas quarterback getting hurt and Arch Manning coming in. We talked about that on the show here a couple weeks ago.
How long will Quinn Ewers be out?
It's an oblique, so they linger.
Well, that's 4 to 5, 6 weeks.
They linger on you. That being said, Arch looked good.
Yeah.
Arch looked really good, so they don't have to rush Quinn if they don't need to. He can get healthy.
The guy's the number one. The guy's the number one betting favorite, or he was the number one betting favorite for the Heisman, and he goes down. We also saw that maybe Notre Dame woke up.
What?
At Purdue?
Does it matter?
Hey,
taking out a loss to Northern Illinois like that, I don't know.
The reason I bring that up is because I'm
I was surprised at how well Riley Leonard, right, the quarterback, he moves. I didn't think he moved like he does.
He
runs well.
That little touchdown right up the middle on that quarterback draw. That was nice.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I didn't see that in the first couple games from him.
Yeah.
And then that game had opened that up. So
we already mentioned the Illinois Central Michigan, what do we know going into tonight's game? Illinois at Nebraska. Can we say we know Illinois? We think Illinois is good, or we still don't have it proven to us yet?
Oh, I think they're okay.
Because Kansas got
UNLV
boat raced.
Right, by UNLV. So that win against Kansas that Illinois had doesn't look as good as it did.
Different quarterback, though.
Yeah, sure. But I don't know. It's a big. We'll see tonight. I think Illinois is solid, but then again, I think Nebraska with their freshman quarterback.
Raiola.
Yeah, Raiola. 73% of his passes completed, only turned the ball over once.
And then he's running like the wind.
Yeah. So if we can control him,
the guy was the number one recruit in the country.
Yeah,
right?
something like that.
Number one quarterback recruit in the country for last year.
Going to Nebraska.
He's a true freshman too.
Nebraska.
Why would you go to Nebraska? Oh, I do know why he went to Nebraska.
That's not where his dad went.
His dad is a coach there, though.
Oh, the old offensive lineman for the Detroit?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know he was a coach there.
Yeah,
that would be why.
Well, I think that was probably helping. The old center. He was a center for
Detroit. Yeah.
Detroit. Yeah, he's a coach at Nebraska. So that's a nice hire by Matt Rule, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't. Oh yeah, why don't you come in? No coaching experience? Yeah, come on in. We'll coach you up. You got a son, huh?
I'll be doggone.
I'll be darned.
Tell me a little bit about that boy.
Yeah.
All right. Here it is, ladies. I'm not going to show it yet. I'll show it later in the show. Let's go over our wagers for this week. And we don't have Jamie yet.
Don't want to go over last week's stuff or just go straight to this week's?
We'll go over last week's stuff whenever I show the picture.
No problem. All right.
Except we can go over yours.
I went 1-1 and hit my super dog.
You hit a super dog.
Yeah, I was money ahead on the weekend.
You're ahead
at least on the college side of things.
What was your super dog, by the way? Can you read it through there?
Washington State at Washington.
Okay.
So
yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. And they outplayed them. There was a no doubter.
Yep. All right, Weeze is on USM, so I believe that's Southern Mississippi plus 7.5 at Jacksonville State.
Jacksonville State finally beginning to get caught up with as whenever they moved into the BCS SB or Bowl Championship subdivision.
BC subdivision, whatever it is.
Well, whenever they moved up,
Acronyms.
they moved up in class last year, and they played really well because they had a bunch of transfers in, and you had Rich Rod coaching them last year. Still there, but things are catching up with Rich Rod.
Well, that being said, they're 7.5-point favorites.
I know.
So
that's too much.
Well, that's what Weeze thinks too. And then he's on Duke minus 13.5 at Middle Tennessee State. And I think that's more of Middle Tennessee State
Blue
play.
Demons at Blue Raiders, and Middle Tennessee State's struggling.
Yeah, and then his super dog, it's kind of a stranger. He's been on USC. He's taking Michigan plus the 6 at home versus USC, which is a good football game.
That's what I was kind of surprised. I showed you this one, and I didn't show you the second half of it, where you see the
7:30. Oh no! I'm sorry.
It's up there at 3:30.
Yeah, 3:30.
The U.S. I'm surprised that wasn't in his green column.
Yeah.
But I guess he's picking Utah and Oklahoma State instead, in that time frame. I would prefer to watch. I will watch the USC Michigan game probably on Saturday
On Paramount.
Which one?
CBS.
Oh yeah,
I can watch it.
yeah, that's right. Who's his super dog?
He's Michigan. Michigan's his super dog. All right, Bruce, you're on Florida. Oh my Lord, does that say Florida State?
This is yes, it is.
God.
Yes, it is.
Florida State minus 2.5.
He's back
versus
Come on.
Cal.
He's had a week off. He's had a week off. He's ready to go.
I've already
got money on it.
That is, I pray for you.
Church.
That's all I can say to that one.
What do they say? Oh, bless you, son.
Yeah, that's what Vegas is saying right now to you.
Yeah.
And then you got Oregon State minus 4.5 versus Purdue.
What's the number on FSU?
2.5.
2.5.
Yep,
I love it. I went all the way across home favorites.
Okay.
Home favorites. This is there's a theme other than, of course, the super dog.
Yeah, and your super dog, you got Oklahoma plus 7.5 versus Tennessee.
Tennessee is a good team. This is their first trip on the road, and Oklahoma is Oklahoma. How in the world? When's the last time Oklahoma was over a touchdown dog at home?
At home is a big one. It's gonna be tough to play down there.
I can't. I couldn't believe when I saw it. I didn't walk to the booth.
You ran to the boat.
I ran to the boat. What do you have going?
I'm going to take
Jamie couldn't.
He was in school. He didn't get a chance to get to us. I took a couple overs. I'm going to take Vandy and Missouri over. It's at Missouri. Vandy's put up a bunch of numbers this year. They've hit all 3 games.
You're taking Vandy.
I'm taking the over.
Oh, okay.
Over 52.5. So I think both of those teams are going to put up enough numbers to get over 52.5.
I think Vandy was like a 20-point dog or something. I was thinking, I would bet Missouri, but I am not betting Missouri.
Yeah, that's why I took the points. I think Vandy can score.
Have rules.
Yeah, I think Vandy can score. I think Vandy can keep it close, but I think the game will go over. And then I'm on. I think I bet them every week. I'm on Miami, South Florida over 64.5. Miami can score, and I will say it until the end of the. Miami can score this year. I like what they put on the field.
They can.
And they do. They score quick. So I love that over. And I'm going to take Michigan State plus 6.5 at Boston
Sparty
College.
is your super dog.
Yeah, they're 3-0.
What was my super dog?
Your super dog's Oklahoma.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, I'm thinking Sparty takes it down.
I love it. I think we're going to fill the card with green.
Yeah,
next week,
and we'll wait to put Jamie's in here until after the game, so we got a couple green in there at least.
I'll be darned. Jamie's got green all
across the board. Yeah, great week, Jamie.
Let's talk NFL. We're going to do that when we return. You're watching Big Talk. Back in a sec.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
More upset stuff.
Hello, folks. Yeah, I think there were.
Raiders beating Ravens.
I'm pretty sure it was more. I don't think any home favorites won or something last week. Talking about the NFL, folks, as week 3 of the NFL get going this weekend, and let's just jump right in. What is grabbing you here, Lucas? Here's the first set of games for the NFL. You've got the Patriots at the Jets on Thursday night. We're shooting this Thursday afternoon. Nobody has played yet. Also, by the way, their doubleheader Monday night this week.
I saw that.
Yeah, well, not doubleheader, 2 at the same time.
Well, one starts like an hour before the other or something like that.
I don't understand why they do that. Why they're splitting them like that. You have the Patriots and Jets tonight. Jets are only 6-point favorite.
Patriots did a good job last week covering against who was it last week?
Patriots are 2-0.
It was a good football game
against the spread, aren't they?
Yeah. The Seahawks went out there.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Seahawks ended up winning.
Yeah, 23-20, but it was a good game.
Good game. You've got the Browns and Giants. Boy, the Giants are struggling. And at the Browns, I'm kind of surprised that's only 6.5.
That's why it's on my list.
Is that on your list?
Yeah.
Okay. You've got the Titans and Packers. Of course, you're not touching the Packers. Who's playing quarterback this week? Is Malik Willis doing it again?
It still remains to be seen. Jordan Love practiced this week, so there is a chance the Love suits up.
Colts and Bears, talk about your Jekyll and Hyde team. Yeah. That Colts being -1.5, I just don't know who's going to show up after watching them last week at the Packers. Yeah. That was tough. Texans beat the Bears last week. They are moving on to the Vikings, at the Vikings, who just beat the Niners at home.
Impressive.
How in the heck are the Texans favored in that?
Because of the Texans. Texans, man, they are a good football team. It's going to be tough to get. I mean, anytime you play Texans, you're going to get a great defense. Yeah. C.J. Stroud's proven he's a heck of a quarterback, doesn't turn the ball over. Yeah. Joe Mixon might be out in that game, but that got Cam Akers in the backfield. They're going to be a hard team on the road or at home.
You say the same thing, though, about the Niners going in last week.
Sure. I agree with that, but the Niners were beat up a little bit.
They were beat up.
Debo's out now, and so
McCaffrey's out.
Yeah, so I in that game, I know I hate taking a road favorite like that, but under 3 points, I really like Houston in that game.
Here's a look at some more games. How about those New Orleans Saints? They are putting up the points all over the place, and I like them. We'll give our bets here in a minute, but I really like the Saints here.
Yeah, I like. They looked great last week against Dallas.
At home, only giving 2.5 to an Eagles team. Now, granted, the Eagles are going to be limping, but boy, oh boy, they're limping in after that loss. But man, their offense was no great shakes.
No, and AJ Brown was out last week. He may be out again this week. That was a big loss for them. The Saints look good. Their defense is solid. They've got experience at all three levels, and on the defensive side of the ball, Alvin Kamara looks great. So. The Saints are for real, I think.
Buccaneers, Broncos, Steelers, Chargers. Steelers, Chargers be boy. I tell you what, I would bet the under on any
even
passing.
36.
Yeah, I the passing yardage in that game. If you can catch under 300 or something like that, that might be a fun one. 300 total.
Yeah.
For the two teams. And Buccaneers are a lot of people's survivor picks, if anybody still has survivor.
I don't think a lot. Last week was tough on people.
Last week was trouble. I've still got mine.
I lost mine.
Who'd you have?
I forgot to pick it. So.
Lucas.
Yeah, thank you. I realized that on Tuesday, if that helps. I didn't even give myself on Monday one game to do it. I forgot to pick it.
Well, you'd have probably got it wrong anyway. You'd pick Philadelphia. Then you have the Panthers at the Raiders. Boy, the Panthers only a 5-point dog. How are they only a 5-point dog?
Easy. They got Andy Dalton starting now.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, they said, Bryce, why don't you take a seat over here, son? We're gonna let Andy throw the ball around.
Then you got the Dolphins heading out to Seattle. That's tricky. Baltimore needs a win, and the Cowboys need a win. That's two teams that are probably are just kind of stubbed their toe last week and are wondering where their next meal's coming from or something. I mean, really, those two teams.
There's a lot of question marks in that game. On each side of the ball. There's a lot of question marks on those games.
Take a look at the let's see the other one. Okay, the rest of them. You've got the Lions at Cardinals. You've got the Niners at Rams. Lions. I tell you what, Schedule Maker did those guys no favors at all. Being the number, I guess they won it last year, so they're getting the first place schedule.
They get the first place schedule. It's been tough on them.
Niners and Rams, maybe the Niners can get help. Both those teams are beat up. Sunday Night Football, the Chiefs at Falcons. I think the Falcons turn in an Atlanta Falcons display right there.
Patrick Mahomes is 10-0 all-time in domes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so that's going to be rough.
Patrick Mahomes is 10-0 in domes. Kirk Cousins playing on a Sunday night. Although, did he break the curse, the primetime curse on Monday last week?
10-0 and starts in domes with 23 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. So,
oh, my.
So, Patrick Mahomes is good outside, but he's really good inside. So.
Wow. Yeah, okay. And they're just 3.5-point favorite. Then you have the two Monday night games, Jags at the Bills. That's
Buffalo looked good last week against Miami.
Buffalo looked good, and they're still healthy. They're coming off a mini bye with that Thursday night game. And then my commies. See, that's who I had in the Survivor this week.
Nice, good pick.
Yeah, well, yeah,
you escaped it.
I didn't realize the Giants didn't have a kicker. I felt pretty good one. How in the world? Okay,
the Giants scored 3 touchdowns.
How in the world do you go into a game without a kicker? How does that guy was on Hard Knocks. They did the GM Hard Knocks thing. How does a GM let them go into a game without a kicker?
I don't know. How about this, though? How can a professional NFL team of 54 players?
53 with 8 taxi squad.
But how the heck can you not have somebody out of those 53 at some point was a good enough athlete to kick one?
Emergency kicker.
Yeah. That being said,
Walter Payton, emergency kicker.
It's not the
Marshall
extra points.
Falk, emergency kicker. Doug Flutie, emergency kicker.
Yeah, something.
I can name you emergency kickers from the last 30, 50 years.
Yeah. So,
Walter Payton was a great emergency kicker.
But they did move the extra points from, a 20-yarder to a 35 now. So it is exponentially more difficult than it was when the extra points.
I must tell you, I am glad they didn't have a kicker.
No, that's interesting.
Washington would have been beat if they'd had a kicker. That's there's no doubt about that. That's the only reason I'm still alive. All right, what are we doing? Give our bets here, our NFL bets, and then I'll show our results.
Or we could run out of time.
We're not going to talk about last week.
So this week, he's on the 49ers Rams under 44.5.
Okay.
I think injuries have a lot to do with what he's got going on there. I think the Rams know they're going to have to keep it low scoring if they have any chance of getting there.
Yeah, okay. 44.
Yep.
He got a good number.
And then he's on the Dolphins Seahawks under 42.5, which seems to be a trend this year. Lots of unders are hitting right now.
It has moved down to 41.5 now, so yeah.
Well,
he found a good number.
I was about to say having Skylar Thompson as your quarterback, that's not going to help you go over.
Especially when you 4,000-mile flight or whatever.
Yeah. Bruce, you are on the Colts minus 1.5 versus the Bears.
Colts against the Bears. Where is that? Was that on the
first page, I think.
First page?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there it is. Minus 1.5, yeah. Okay. I like that. I mean, Bears are terrifically inconsistent. They're on the road. A rookie quarterback on the road, that's just trouble.
I'm hoping that their defense in that game can do something with Anthony Richardson, turn him over, make him fumble,
Colts
something
didn't
like that.
show up but against the Packers, but I think at home they'll play better.
Yeah. And then you're on the Saints minus 2.5 versus the Eagles.
We talked about that. The Saints. I'm sold. I am sold on the Saints.
I am too.
At least here in the early going. How about yourself?
I'm on Cleveland minus the 6.5 versus the Giants. I think Cleveland's defense is going to make Daniel Jones miserable.
Yeah, I think you're entirely right. I love the he'll be wearing Myles Garrett.
Yeah. And then I'm on Tampa Bay minus 6.5 versus Denver. Both home teams, both under touchdown favorites. Tampa Bay has looked really good so far. Denver, not so much.
Tampa Bay has looked outstanding. Tampa Bay has they look like the real deal. That's going to be fun. I don't think they play the Saints until like the last 4 or 5 weeks of the year.
Good.
Twice.
Hopefully both teams stay healthy and keep winning because Baker Mayfield's doing a great job of leading that football team.
A great job, and Derek Carr is doing a healthy Derek Carr finally. So who knows? There's a lot of red. Really, ladies and gentlemen, pay no attention to those pages of red above us. Other than me going 0 for 5.
Not ideal.
Oh,
I mean, but you did take 2 favorites and they lost outright. So not only did they not cover. 2 big favorites lost outright.
Yeah. How about that? Yeah, I was gonna. The Ravens were my survivor too, and I finally changed my mind.
Oh God, I want to make fun of you, but I took the 49ers for gosh sake. So yeah. Yeah, you had your 2 losses. I had Tennessee. I thought Tennessee had a chance in that game, but they just.
We both lost. Well, at least Tennessee wasn't a favorite.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go, folks. Take a picture of it, and it'll be all green on.
It'll be a good week.
That is certainly the plan. That it's going to be a good week. Let's talk baseball. We'll do that when we return. You're watching Big Talk. Back after this.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield banking companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have you been watching baseball lately?
Watching? No. I keep an eye on what goes on. But
Cardinals are back over 500.
That's good.
They got under 500, then thankfully the Pirates came to town.
Yeah, it's the Cardinals' way to do things. Finish just like a few games over 500, not make the playoffs anymore.
I'm guessing that they are probably going to finish. I'm hoping they don't get to 80 losses, to tell you the truth. I'd like to see them finish like 83 and 79.
You want to say that'd be a solid year, but it's not making the playoffs. So as a Cardinal fan,
as a Cardinal fan, they're still mathematically eligible.
Okay.
Here,
7 games back. Yeah.
They could still make the wild card. The Braves have their work cut out for them. With 10 games to go. They've got to try to catch the Diamondbacks or the Mets, and I think they have the Brewers to play still too, or the Mets. One of them do. The Braves are, but the Padres look pretty solid. It's going to be tough for those guys to lose that position. With the Braves that have to really do a lot of work. But, the Cardinals over 500. They're going into Thursday night's action. You can get 3 games over, and they need
We win 10 straight right there.
They need
9 straight,
They need Arizona or New York or Atlanta to pick 2 of the 3 to go on a pretty bad bender of losing right now. And
doesn't look good.
It doesn't look really all that solid. Here's what the National League looks like overall. The Milwaukee Brewers, first team to clinch in the National League as they clinch their division. Of course, that's because the Padres might catch the Dodgers. 3 games back. And look at the Braves are still a 50% playoff percentage chance. Padres and Diamondbacks are 77, and the Mets are 71.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Yeah, it's still pretty close. How about the American League? Here's what the American League looks like at the wild card level. Twins have been really stinking it up lately, and the Tigers have been playing hot. It's going to be the Twins were having a good year, and the Tigers are having an incredible last month and a half. They were 50. What was it? They were 53 and 66. Oh no, 53. No, 56. They were 56 and 63. Early August, and they have gone like on a 30-10 run or something like that. The Tigers are just playing out of their minds. Orioles have been playing poorly. Who knows if they're probably not going to catch the Yankees. Actually, the Yankees have clinched a playoff spot, but not the division yet. And you see that the Guardians, 6-game lead with only about 10 to go. They're probably going to win that division. The Astros probably going to win that division. So Yankees are going to be a home team.
Who would have thought that AL Central would be as good as they've been, minus 1 team, obviously.
Well, they get to play the White Sox.
It's true. That doesn't hurt.
Yeah, they all get to play the White Sox 13 times a year, and everybody else just 10 times a year, or 4 to 5, 6 times a year. White Sox, they may not break the record. They got to, if they win 5 games out of their next 10, they're not going to break the record.
Come on.
Next 9.
If there's no reason to play a season this badly and not at least get a record out of it.
I would think so. I mean, set a goal.
Yeah.
Become the worst team
at some point
in the last 130 years of baseball.
At some point at the beginning of the year, they were like, you know what, let's set a record this year. Now, they didn't know which one they were going to set, but goals are important.
Oh, I used to know some White Sox fans. They really don't talk much.
Used to.
Used to. They don't talk much anymore. Oh, folks, thanks so much for watching. Good luck to you on the weekend. May all of your betting slips be green. That's what we're hoping for.
Green
slips. That's Lucas. I'm Bruce. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.